getting a free advertisement on the streets of New York, and they should be paying you. If they want to sue you, they can tie you up and cost you a lot of money. Or if you're judgment proof, then you don't have to worry about it. But we had a movie called When Nature Calls, ... You Gotta Go. And my brother directed it, Charles Mother's Day Kaufman. He directed it. And we had a poster that was, the movie was a nature satire about wilderness family films, among other things. And the poster featured a bear, and it had a beautiful, attractive gyno American. And the bear was kind of in the Gone with the Wind pose. And then underneath there were all these little cartoons of kind of crazy things. And the name of the movie was When Nature Calls. ... You Gotta Go. And we got the lawyers' letters from, the movie was scheduled to open in New York, and we had posters around town that were on not billboards, but on, like you see them around. And we got the lawyers' letter from MGM saying, we're going to sue your rosy red asses off because you're infringing, you're trading on the good name of Gone with the Wind. The idea being that people who go to see When Nature Calls, You Gotta Go, are going to think they're going in to see Gone with the Wind. And clearly we were in the right. It was satire, there's fair usage. Every law in the Constitution, every amendment, our lawyers agreed. We were correct. But when we met with the MGM lawyers, they indicated that Ted Turner had the poster of Gone with the Wind. He owned MGM before he bought into Jane Fonda, and he apparently he apparently had great fondness for Gone with the Wind, and it didn't matter. They'd spend whatever it took to, and our lawyers told us it would probably be a $400,000 or $500,000 bill to pay to, and we would win, but that would cost more than the movie When Nature Calls cost, and so we changed the poster and tilted it this way, and so that it was a little, but clearly it had nothing to do with Gone with the Wind. And but then a year later, Chevy Chase came out with a movie called Fletch, Part 96, and it was the exact Gone with the Wind poster, except that Chevy Chase was in the Clark Gable pose, and but that was a Universal film, and of course MGM and Universal, these guys are in league together. It's a cartel, so that's okay. And it was also okay, by the way, for Warner Brothers to put out cartoons at the exact same time as the Toxic Avenger cartoons were coming out, exact same time. Warner Brothers put out cartoons called The Toxic Revenger. And but that was okay, because again, even though we would have won, we had to settle with them, whereby they gave us a letter saying that yes, Troma owns Toxic Avenger. They wouldn't make any more. They agreed not to make any more Toxic Revenger cartoons, but that was it. That's all we could get. We couldn't even get them to pull the 3 that they had made off of the whatever that TV show was it was on, and we couldn't even do that unless we wanted to spend huge amounts of money. So it has nothing to do with the law. It has absolutely nothing to do with the law. So it's technically, I think the streets are public domain, but technically, you probably, if you're, my wife's going to say something probably about having a permit.
No, you're right. If you can, the skyline, you're allowed to have the skyline.
Why don't you come here? You have to speak into your microphone.
As you know, I have a very
all right, then say it loud.
Technically, you're allowed to.
Thank you, Christina Foxley. Oops, thank you. Christina Foxley, by the way, and Pat are members of the same religious institution, Brick Church.
Yes.
Brick Church School. Very good.
She went to the same high school.
You were in a class together?
No, they were different classes.
Sorry.
Technically, as long as it's in the background, the skyline, buildings, if they're in the background of a streetscape or whatever, you're allowed to use it and you can't be stopped. But say you were focusing on the Empire State Building and like panning it, and it was the focus of the shot, and you were clearly using the Empire State Building as part of your story, then you'd have a problem. So you were absolutely correct, as long as it's...
That's the first time in 35 years of marriage. I say I'm right.
So see, my mother was wrong. Actually, she loved Lloyd forever. She thought he was great.
Thank you, New York State Film Commissioner. Oh, I'm sorry.
Have you ever gotten in trouble with the police for shooting on location? The reason I ask is, on one of the movies I was in, the two filmmakers got arrested for carrying guns on a high school campus.
This gentleman says that for some unknown reason, the police arrested these filmmakers for carrying guns and wearing trench coats in a high school. That's absurd. That never happens. Using guns is no joke, and I learned it the hard way in 1970. We were making Cry-Uncle, and we had a gun permit, but we forgot to tell the police that we were shooting a scene with a gun, and it was in a pretty bad neighborhood. There were no people around, but somehow the thing went up to the police, and the police heard that there was something shooting. There was shooting going on over near the Hudson River in the Truckers District, and the place went nuts. And of course, it was my mistake as production manager on Cry-Uncle, and they came with drawn guns. I mean, they could have been. And our actress, there was an actress, if I remember correctly, who was had very small clothing, chasing a